This live session exposes a truth most people never hear, and even fewer are willing to stay with. All suffering, seeking, anxiety, and self-improvement pressure comes from a single misinterpretation: the belief that there is a separate self inside the body that needs to manage it. This life is not here to help you become better. It's here to let something fall. And that something is something false. Just a direct exposure to what remains when the mind stops narrating. This is about a non-message, or a no message if you want. Something no one is willing to hear or believe. And even if you try to understand it, it makes no sense. Let me be clear right from the start. If you're here to improve your life, this will disappoint you. If you're here to become a better version of yourself, this life is not for you. If you're here to finally get it, this live exposure might feel pointless. Because what I'm pointing to tonight has nothing to do with becoming, with future, with a better you. There is no next in what I'm talking about tonight. And that's exactly why it may feel very uncomfortable. Stay here not to understand this, but to notice what starts to fall apart as I speak. This might be very well an energetic transmission from here. And that energetic opening you are waiting for might happen there. If you put your eyes right here and let everything aside for a few minutes. Just keep looking right here into my eyes. It's not about what I'm saying. It makes no sense. I don't know what I'm saying. There are just words trying to describe what it is seen from here. Although I usually prefer or like to send this message, this non-dual energetic transmission, while I play my guitar or in a music environment, we'll talk tonight just like this. So what are we talking about? We are talking about this. Not conceptually, not philosophically, but about this simplicity, this immediacy, this without next, this without later, this without someone standing outside of it. And when I say this, I'm pointing to what appears to be happening right now as not happening to you or to a person or to anyone. Just keep your eyes here. There is no observer behind those eyes. There is no experiencer or inexperience. There is only what appears to be happening. And this is shockingly simple. So simple that language keeps missing it. That's why every explanation feels unsatisfying. That's why teachings multiply endlessly, because simplicity doesn't give the mind anything to do. Thoughts are useless here. Thoughts are seen as an illusion already not happening for you. That's why I consider this message or non-message being true, but it is useless. That story of you, that me, the you believe you are, that you who is also and always in the center of the so-called your life, that wants instructions. It wants a direction. But this ungraspable aliveness, let's call it like that tonight, has no direction. There is nowhere to go with this. There is nowhere to stay with this either. No map, no application, no practice that leads somewhere else. This reality is wide open, and it is the only reality, the one and only reality. Not open to something, but open as everything. It's all inclusive. And yes, I know that sounds nice, but notice something. When the mind hears open, free, whole, it turns it into a future reward. That's already the misunderstanding we are talking about tonight. This isn't a spiritual bypass. This includes devastation. This includes war. This includes grief, rage, confusion, joy, bliss. Nothing is excluded, not because it's morally accepted, but because there is no outside of this. There are not two. And this isn't good news. This isn't bad news either. It's no news at all. It is simply what's already the case. Before meaning is added, before a thought appears. And this is where people pull back, because if anything is included, then suffering isn't a mistake. And the me, the sufferer, hates that. The entire human struggle comes from this pattern and a belief that there is someone inside who needs to manage life, a separate self with control, with responsibilities, who needs to become right or good or tender or more present or more aware. From that misunderstanding comes something like should and shouldn't, spiritual ambition, a pressure, constant pressure to be better, to be purer, calmer, awakened, to be more present, like I said, more aware. And that pressure right there is fucking heavy. Not psychologically, but nervously. The body carries it as a tension. And none of it is necessary. When this misinterpretation relaxes, nothing collapses. The body doesn't become wild. Life doesn't stop functioning. Maybe care still happens. Maybe responsibility still happens. But is no longer owned. Is no longer performed by a fictional center. It's like scaffolding falling away from a building that was already standing. Nothing new appears in this, but we may say that something false disappears. This is another uncomfortable part. This ungraspable aliveness, or whatever you want to call it, this doesn't have a future. This one and only reality has no past, no present, no timeline. It's completely timeless, which means you cannot move toward it or away from it. All seeking energy assumes time. All progress assumes distance. That's why seeking never ends. It's trying to reach what is already the case by postponing it. This is crucial. Stay with me. Are you still with me? Okay. This is not a process happening in time. This. Even when people say opening, the me or the mind, which is the same shit, turns it into a journey. But nothing opens. What dissolves is the idea that something needs to happen. The sense of process collapses into what's already whole. There is no arrival. There is the absence of next. This is where I'm very precise. My one-on-one sessions are not coaching. They are not therapy. They are not techniques. They are a direct exposure to the silence underneath the mental narrative. I'm not talking about a forced silence or a practiced silence. I'm talking about that silence that is already here before any thought. And when all thought disappears. And what I've said until now can be experienced in the body, lived in the body by no one. And that's a real energetic opening. Everyone is talking about an energetic opening, especially in the non-dual speakers. In that point when there are no thoughts, which we experience together in one-on-one sessions, right there, in that gap, something becomes very obvious. There is no me. There is no duality. There is no time. There never was. That's the end of seeking. That's the end of suffering. And this is not an understanding. I'm not talking about an intellectual understanding or about an intellectual obviousness. I'm talking about viscerally felt energetic feeling in every atom of that body. So, if you're tired of understandings and teachings and books and you are ready to see, that's what my one-on-one sessions are for. And the details are in the description below. I've received a few messages on my WhatsApp number and also maybe 3 or 4 emails. People asking me to talk about this, to send a non-dual message. But like I said in the first place, this feels, I don't know, quite dull, you know, because if there is not lived there is no feeling there of freedom, that unbounded and unconditional freedom in their experience, this message is absolutely stupid. And that's why nothing needs to change after this live session. If confusion appears, it's okay. If resistance appears, who gives a fuck? If seeking continues, who cares? No one does. Look around. Why would that be a problem? There is no problem. This is already a homeless home. Stay with that. That's it, and that's all.